What is going on, everyone? My name is Northy, and I apologize for this video not being on the usual Monday, but I am here with the Teamcoach round 15 review, and we are once again having a positive video. This is, it's very nice to get the consistent positive weeks at the moment. Like, it's just very nice. It's a good feeling, but we're gonna go through everything that we have seen so far this weekend. We are finally done with the bye weeks. My God, the lack of football has been punishing, I think is the word I'm looking for, but we have 9 games of football coming up this week that I am keen to get into, but we're going to have a look first at how we did last week. Obviously, the certain cards we couldn't use compared to the certain cards we were using. It has worked out, I reckon. These bye rounds, they've been tough, but we've managed to make them successful. So we're going to get into the review, but before we do so, again, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everything is always very, very much appreciated, and let's jump into it, man. I don't want to waste any more time. And here we are. This is something that I actually haven't shown off in a while. This is the screen that you see when you win a prize card, if you didn't know already, but this is what you see when you open it up, and it's an awesome feeling. I love seeing it. It's it's super, super cool. For round 15, Star Powers prize, you can see there. It gives it away where we want it, but that's all right because I'm just happy we won the prize card in the first place. So let's go. We'll click choose it later. We'll leave that to the end and we'll have a look at how the week has gone. So a few here and there that I want to quickly go through first. Tips. I cannot believe it. We've gone ahead and gone a perfect week again. 6 for 6, 2 weeks in a row. Unheard of from me. I cannot believe it. We've gone 2 perfect rounds in a row. Again, so unlucky in some certain scenarios, but others very, very happy we picked the right side of things. So you can see here, Carlton smacking Geelong. Didn't expect it to go out that far, but I guess it shows Geelong are kind of falling off. They're doing a bit of a 2016 North Melbourne where they came first and started off doing really well and have slowly gotten worse as the year goes on. But that's okay because I'm here for it. That's a bit rude, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Power also falling off. I'm also here for that, absolutely. 79, I think that's the difference. 79 points against Brisbane on home turf. That's a bit embarrassing. It's surprisingly not the most disappointing week for me. I don't know how. I do not know how, but yeah, Brisbane taking that one comfortably. Then we got the Giants versus the Swans, and again, the Swans, they are just on a different level. Giants put up a great fight, honestly. That's not even a bad result for them. I think just Sydney are just different this year, man. They are just on something. Heaney going in to the midfield has allowed him to shine, and you've just got role players all around the entire ground that they're just so good. It's scary, man. But then we go Melbourne versus North. Melbourne winning by 3. It works for our tips. It doesn't work for my heart. That hurts. I really thought maybe with the last quarter comeback, it looked like we were putting on Cam Zerha kicking the goal to bring it to 3. I'm like, holy moly, we may actually do it. And we ended up losing. It was in our forward half too when the final siren went, so that was tough. That was a heartbreaking loss, but we moved to Essendon versus West Coast. West Coast put up a good fight, honestly, but Essendon just too good on the day. 122 points for them. And then Freo beating Gold Coast, honestly, a not so great game. This one was a little boring. Gold Coast did decide to make it a little interesting here and there in the last quarter, but Freo did take it away quite comfortably in the end, so not bad from Freo. Again, 6 out of 6. We don't get any prizes because I'd imagine a few people had 6 out of 6, and we leave our tips pretty late, so we don't give ourselves the chance to be in the first 10 people, but it is what it is. I'm just happy we got 2 perfect weeks, man. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Let's go over though to top team, because this is, if you saw the front screen, we didn't end up getting a prize card from here, and we'll have a look as to why that's the case. So first off, I want to show the best one, Errol Gordon. Pick the best one, baby. You can't go wrong when you're doing stuff like that. Number 1, yeah, just a good pick. Errol Gordon, absolutely fantastic. No tackles, but 12 marks and 41 posies with 31 kicks. That'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. I'm happy with that for sure. I'm not going to be complaining there. Max Gawn, though, definitely not one of his better weeks. You can see Sherry matched him. Really impressive game from Sherry, considering he was coming up against Gawn. Like, just surprising. Just really surprising. Darcy finally having one of his better games of the year. Grundy, that's 2 good weeks in a row, I think, for him. Great stuff for him. Big O, in a big win against Port Adelaide, just did his thing. I don't know if that's going to happen every week, but good on him. And Tom DeConing's starting to show some really good form as of late. Been really, really good for him. Nice to also see Sammy Draper getting 94 points in there. That was very, very good for him. Only disappointing one really, or maybe two disappointing ones, were Kieran Briggs and Mark Blitzarves. I don't mention Witts because Witts' fight against Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson was honestly really, really good. I really liked watching that, and Wittsy fought hard. Maybe the others did, but Blitzarves only to 61. I've heard a lot of Geelong fans don't really like him either. So I'm sorry, Mark, but that's just what I've heard. We move though to forwards, and Heaney, surprisingly disappointing. Surprisingly. And I say that because I'd imagine a lot of people picked him, so I'm not too stressed about it. But you can see here, Cameron did better. Stringer topped the week. Myers finally had a good individual game, but you can see like their team is not really winning because of it. So 115 is definitely some points that I missed out on. Hipwood with back-to-back good weeks. Definitely didn't expect that. Danaher 109, so I'm glad I had him in my top 18. Charlie Kerno, who actually hasn't been as good in the points department as Mackay, did actually do better than him this week with 5 goals. Pretty hard to not do well in that sense, but Cam Rayner also with 87 there, so a lot of better players than Isaac Heaney. You can see Mackay with 76. So yeah, just an interesting week all round. And then the defenders, honestly, the Sheasel pick was not that bad. It actually tied first. So yeah, my backline and my midfielders carried me this week for sure. And it probably saved us. We got rank 60. That is not a bad pick at all. That's not a bad ranking. And we are still number 1, as you can see. So happy days. Very, very happy days. I'm not going to get mad whatsoever. Still that number 1. That's all we need. You can see the closest person to us who made it into the top 10 is a good 1,000+ points away from us. So we are safe. We are happily safe, and I'm just gonna take it and run, boys. We're just gonna take it and run. We move over to top 18, and you can see a few of the players that I mentioned before. A few risks here and there that didn't turn out, like Luke Ryan. He's had another disappointing week, 68. It's not what you want to see. But Sheasel, Whitfield, Young, and Newman, those are some bloody good picks. 4 out of 6 doing amazing. The backline was really good. Houston, surprisingly disappointing after his good form as of late. And yeah, we've mentioned Ryan. That's 2 basically 70-point performances in a row. So I don't know whether we keep him in. I think I'm going to give him 1 more week. And with Will Powell back in, maybe we give him another run. It'll just have to wait and see. Again, no buys, which means Dacos comes back, Sinclair comes back, Dowell comes back. Lots of choices now. It's honestly going to be a bit scary, definitely. But I'm keen. Very, very keen. We'll look at the midfield as well. Not as good as the back line, but some good ones here and there. I mentioned Goulden before. Big winner for me. We had Sammy Walsh, 113. Zach Merritt, 111. Viney, who I thought would have really stepped up. I think he did. He was Melbourne's best midfielder on the night, but like not that good. 96 is nothing amazing, and Nick Martin with 93 as well is also nothing to really write home about. You can see the worst one was Oliver with 26, so we did pick the right Melbourne midfielder by a long shot, but it's nothing really to get too excited about. I'm not going to stress too much about it. Just yeah, here and there, like the ones that we should have picked. Brayshaw, haven't picked him for a good while, if ever. Lockie Neal, who usually gets tagged. Port Adelaide just didn't know what to do with him. It's really the case. Took Miller, doing a lot. Lots of disposals, marks and tackles, great for him. Zach Butters, great performance despite the loss. Dunkley, who I thought about, but didn't end up picking him eventually, and I paid for it. Paddy Cripps, who is a bit up and down, but you can see 41 disposals, can't go wrong. And Rosie as well, a good performance despite the loss. It's weird to see so many high disposals and high point counts for these two, despite the massive like defeat. Just crazy to see. But then we go also to our forwards, and this is kind of where we see a lot of interesting results as well. We had Cameron, Heaney, Danaher, we mentioned before, Mackay 76, and then the 2 disappointing ones, Langford and Pickett. It was a tough week for sure to find the ones. Myers was probably a pick we should have gone with, especially over Cozzy, because Cozzy has been consistently disappointing. But I thought I'd take the risk on him considering he's up against North, but North put up a fight. Good on him. Happy for him. Very, very happy. Just a shame it didn't go well for us in the points department because we finished 76, 1,691. We definitely could have done better. Prize card, we needed about 70 more, a little under 70. So definitely should have been higher up there. You can see Catman once again. The boy is flying this year, man. He's doing so well. Happy for him for sure. And I'm just trying to see here. I'm not seeing any other subscribers that I remember or that I'm kind of remembering off the top of my head. But oh well, that's all right. Still ranked 4th for the season. Top team has just been so solid for us this year, man. So good. But we're going to leave that and head over to our winner. Let's see which one we ended up winning. And you can kind of tell off of this, I reckon, where we won it. Mighty absolutely picked the best one. We picked the best one of the round. Errol Gordon, thank you very much. Midfield Bull, 111. It wasn't the best, but hey, that is not a bad performance. There were some in the 120s. I think there were 4 better performances. So there's definitely some people who caught up on us in that department. But again, 111 is not a bad score and nothing to be unhappy about. Whitfield with 108, I think he just topped it. Yeah, he just got the best score by 4 points against Hayden Young, so good pick there. Nick Martin, not the best one. Definitely not the worst one, but you can see Wardlaw did better. Horn Francis just did better. We got DeConing, who did much better. Yeah, just an interesting week. I think if you pick DeConing, you set yourself up for a really good one for Silver Star Powers. And then Trailblazer. This was a really rough week for pretty much every Trailblazer except Elliot Yo. So, very interesting for sure. I think a lot of people would have gone with Max anyways. I feel like the amount of people who went with the DeConing and Yo combination is just very low. So if you did, congratulations, you probably won a prize card. So that's kind of crazy, but we look at the score here. 41st, that is not bad at all. 564 points for the week is pretty good. But again, it's top 10 for this one. You pretty much have to get it perfect. And yeah, we just didn't manage to. I think, yeah, the golden pick, you had to have golden to give yourself a chance. In here, Yo probably would have helped. I think my midfield Ball probably could have been where I should have improved. Like if I'd picked Neil, if I had picked Green or Butters, maybe we could have gotten it. But I'm just so consistent with Merritt. He's so consistently in that hundreds that like, it feels right. It feels safe, but maybe I have to get out of my comfort zone. Whitfield, good pick there. Martin, we could have done better, but like there's only one real way we could have done a lot better, and that was to Conning. I don't know whether we make that change soon, but Nick Martin, he can play just incredible games sometimes, and I'm hopeful we find it. And then Max Gorham, just the rare poor game for him. I don't know if we would have won a prize card if he did well, because a lot of people would have had Maxi, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but 41 is a very good spot to be at in the Silver Star Powers. But we go to Ultra, meaning you guys know where we want our prize card this week. Errol Gordon, man. He has been so good for me this week. He has been amazing. The double points Golden gives me 308 just off of him. I was talking to you guys about like, oh, maybe if each of them get 120, which I know they can do occasionally, then we'll be all right. Gordon's just like, nah, stuff 120. I don't need 120. I'm going to go 150. That was crazy. Amazing. It made up for the fact we had 93 from Martin. We would have done better if we had Wardlaw. That's amazing. I love that. That's awesome. But Nick Martin, still very happy with that one. And then the double points Gorn. We actually would have done better with the double points Whitfield here. And then we could have gone the silver Maxi Gorn. But that's really nitpicking. And Gorn consistently has 120s. This is just one of his weeks he didn't, so I'm not mad at the pick. And then Sarong with 95, we definitely could have done better here, but that is a-okay. Like you see, we could have got double points Green, man. Imagine we got double points Green. We've got so many options this year, man, and it's honestly scary. I have too much to work with, and it got us 21st, which may confuse some of you. You may be like, what the, how has he got a prize card? I think it's either because I have tied with someone else and we are basically right next to each other. You can see my name right there. I'm in 4th out of all of them. I should be higher. I should be higher, man. It's a really frustrating situation why I'm in 16th place, but it's all right because my name is there. We got a prize card and I'm happy. I'm very happy. Catman as well. I mean, it's good to see the subscribers getting in there too. Just a great week all around, and that got us a prize card. It is top 20, but I think because I tied with 20th, I got a prize card, or someone in here didn't get it for some reason. I've had it happen to me before, so I'm imagining it may have happened to someone else, but that's all right. We win a prize card. Happy days. I'm not going to complain. Which means we're going to have a look here. We got all these star powers, which are loading in, but we have to have a look now. Which one are we thinking? It's been a while since we picked a Star Powers prize card, but I think I have to go Mackay. I think Mackay is starting to get picked up a bit too much. It's getting a bit worrying. I'm looking here and there's no one else that's been completely sold out since I've last looked. Still just the usuals. Both the Collingwoods and then Petrarca and Sheasel have been picked up. So I'm going to pick Mackay because I don't think I'm going to have a chance very soon to do so. And Star Powers, until now, has been one that I've struggled with. So there we go. Prize card is on the way. Oh man, I love picking up prize cards. You can see 3 in a row there. That is super cool. That is awesome to see. But that means we have now got 5 of each, I think. We've got 3 up here, 4 and 5. And then we've got 3 here, 4 and 5. Yeah, 10 prize cards. That's kind of nuts. 10 of 36 is a great outcome, I reckon, and we've still got more to go. I think we're going to have a third of them at least by the end of the season. We just need 2 more and we've done it, and we can go even further than that if we continue to do well. So fingers crossed, man. And that's where I'm going to end it. How good is it to be a winner? I love it. It's been great fun this season being able to consistently get those prize cards. And we're up for a really, really big week, man. It's going to be really exciting. But hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw here today. Be sure again to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everything is always very, very much appreciated. And I hope to see you all in the future videos. Again, be sure to let me know in the comments, did you win a prize card this week and I missed you? If I did, I apologize and I hope to see you sometime soon. Let me know how you've gone as well. So thank you again for watching and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.